Welcome to Summarize Science, where we break down the latest research to help you understand the changing world. Today, we are looking at a paper that explores how generative AI might actually reduce social welfare through something called model collapse. Generative models are incredibly powerful, but they have a major vulnerability. They can break down if they are trained on data made by previous versions of themselves. To understand this, the researchers developed what they call the collaboration game. In this scenario, individuals choose between putting in human effort, relying on AI, or simply doing no work at all. The goal was to see how these individual choices affect the social welfare or the average benefit to the entire group. The paper uses a taxonomy to classify different types of work based on incentives and the severity of model collapse. As seen in these diagrams, AI performance is not static. It declines as more people use it and feed its own output back into the training data. The researchers identify two main regimes for human tasks: high incentive and low incentive. In high incentive tasks, people have a strong reason to get the job done even without AI, whereas low incentive tasks often wouldn't get done at all by humans alone. The strength of model collapse is a critical factor here, representing how quickly the AI loses its edge as it is overused. These ternary plots show the different long-term outcomes for society. For simple, busy work, the model shows that the population usually converges to an all-AI state because it is easier and still good enough. However, for high-value tasks, the population often ends up in a mixed state of human and AI work that is actually less beneficial than human work alone. Real-world examples of busy work include automated transcriptions or routine summaries of meetings. On the other hand, poetry-like tasks represent high-value creative work like journalism, fiction writing, and scientific research. The danger is that in these creative fields, repeated exposure to AI-generated text makes the outputs increasingly stagnant. One of the most important findings is Theorem 1, which the researchers used to prove a sobering point. It states that if a domain is high incentive but subject to strong model collapse, the introduction of AI will always decrease social welfare. This happens because AI remains privately attractive to individuals even while it is actively degrading the collective quality of the work produced. The study also warns about AI spillover, which happens because humans are creatures of habit. If people get used to using AI for low-stakes tasks, they are likely to use it for high-stakes tasks as well, even when they shouldn't. This habit formation couples different domains of life together, meaning laziness in one area can poison the quality of another. This graph illustrates the negative spillover region, where social welfare drops sharply. As more time is spent on busy work, the pressure to use AI increases, which eventually forces AI usage into the poetry domain. The researchers use this to show that evaluate AI safety domain by domain can be very misleading. Ultimately, the study suggests that a stable mixture of human and AI work isn't necessarily a sign of a healthy system. Instead, it could be a signature of a welfare-reducing feedback loop, where we are trapped in a cycle of declining quality. The problem is that AI stays cheap and easy to use even as its accuracy and diversity start to disappear. To fix this, the paper suggests limiting the reintegration of AI-generated content into future training sets through better labeling and auditing. The main takeaway is that individually rational choices to use AI can undermine collective welfare in the areas where human contribution is most valuable.